Hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the sunshine. It's coming up on 5 o'clock on what was a pretty decent Tuesday. This is the setting sun from my camera up on the rooftop of the Gearhart by the Sea Tower, the resort there of condos, looking back at Tillamookad and Seaside. Just absolutely gorgeous. Everybody got to enjoy some sunshine today. And it turned out to be warmer than I thought it was going to be. I was going low 40s. It turned out to be more like 46, 47 across a good chunk of the valley. So hope you got outside and enjoyed that. All right, let's talk about what could be coming next week. It still looks like we're going to be completely dry through at least Saturday and probably into the day Sunday. And I still believe that east winds will be developing overnight tonight enough to keep fog away tomorrow morning. So basically, we should have a clear, beautiful blue sky for most of us from start to finish the next couple of days. That'll be cold, freezing mornings, but then daytime highs warming up at least to 40, maybe a little bit better than that, depending on how much the east wind advects cold air and out of the gorge. So I want to go ahead and jump to this Arctic air mass that I'm tracking for next week. So here it is graphically. The Arctic air is everything in purple, okay? So this is Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. This is this Sunday at 1 p.m. Portland's right here. Notice the purple color is just to our north. So the Arctic air kind of sagging along the Canadian-Washington border to our north. But notice, here's Arctic air spilling out over the Pacific, covering literally all of Canada, all the way to the border out into the Atlantic. So this is a huge, huge air mass. And my memory tells me that whenever we get one of these air masses this large, that clearly is not just going to drop down across the central U.S., but the fact that it extends out into the Pacific this large, this thing sags south at all, it has to impact us, right? And I want to say there's a whole fistful of times that when an air mass this large comes in and sinks to the south, we eventually get some sort of accumulating winter precipitation, meaning snow or ice, before it gets out of here. Right now, there are still models that show this thing slowly starts to sag southward into our region of Oregon and Washington on Monday of this coming week, so Sunday overnight into Monday. And at least the European model still shows there's a front that kind of swings in like a kind of a drop door, if you will, that has a low pressure system with it that would fuel enough moisture to produce accumulating snow on Tuesday. Other models aren't as cold. A lot of the American models say, well, somehow this cold front, the cold purple colors, if you will, actually never really come into our area. They stay basically just to our south, and there's really not anything that develops that would be cold enough for snow. So it's an unclear forecast, but I would start putting my bet more on the fact that odds are decent we're going to get at least some snow out of this next week. So with that said, here's the 7-day. East winds developing overnight tonight. I don't think it's incredibly breezy. Anything from 10 to 20 to at most 15 to 30 out near the gorge tomorrow. It's going to be colder at the gorge than it will the coast, so there is a temperature inversion that will help pull some of that cold air from the gorge out into the valley, and that will produce some breezy to gusty winds kicking up. Anyway, that'll produce the clear skies. Wind protected areas in the 20s, maybe as low as 24 tonight in calm wind areas in the valley. I have Portland at 28. If Portland gets some decent wind overnight, we won't be that cold. It'll be more like maybe 32, 33, 34. So we'll see. But anyway, beautiful clear skies the next couple of days. And then Saturday, this is a chance of PM showers. That Arctic air starts to get closer to us. Maybe the chance of rain holds off until the evening. Maybe we just stay dry. So that's in the chance department. Now I do think the colder air starts to come in. I mean, not horribly cold. I've got us 32 to 39 with a chance of anything from rain to snow showers on Monday. This to me still looks to be a day that has limited precipitation, not a whole lot. So right now I still believe, like I did yesterday, if we're going to have an issue with accumulating snow, it would be Monday overnight through the day Tuesday. I've got us 30, 35. There are models that have the low more like 35 and the highs more like 40. On the other hand, if the European model is correct, it would be a day with high temperatures doing well to be right around 32 with accumulating snow during the day, some flurries on Wednesday. And if that cold air does come, the next push of warm air would be this Thursday to follow. And that would set up the chance of east winds pulling cold air out of the gorge that would give us ice or snow. And then after that, that Friday going into Christmas Eve, Saturday, we would finally be warming up. And I still think Christmas Day is a fairly warm day with some rain. So I just want you to understand this is still a long ways out. There's still a lot of time for twists and turns in the forecast. I hope you heard me say there are some models that are not this cold that give us at best kind of a rain snow mix. But as big as that Arctic air mass is showing up to be, to me, it makes the most sense that we will be cold enough for snow. And if there's a weather system that tracks moisture into us on Tuesday, that would give us some accumulation. How much? I just think the door is at least open for this to be a snowstorm, okay? But, I urge you to check back with me tomorrow. And really, I think Friday's the day that we'll start to have confidence one way or the other in terms of whether we're going to have a snowstorm next week or if it's going to be just kind of a close but no cigar situation. Again, I would think Friday would be the first day that would really start to build some confidence in this forecast, okay? For now, I will thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like these videos and tell your friends. Portland Weather is my weather site behind me, and I'll talk to you soon.